Hello everyone and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. We're going to be going over a Bennett guide, everything you need to know about him, and covering why he's probably, if
Let's
not
go
the
find
best
some
4-star
treasure.
support in this game, but I'm sure everyone already knows this. We'll be going over his weapons, his artifacts, constellations, talents, and his best teams, but that's not really going to be in depth because he can pretty much be run on every single team in the game. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Okay, so for weapons, your best in slot is probably going to be the Aquila Favonia or the Skyward Blade. It's either or, whether you want to give him a higher base attack boost or give him a little bit more energy recharge. If you're not already sure or you don't already know this, Bennett's burst scales with base attack, and that's it. Base attack only comes from your weapon and then your character's ascension. That's it. You don't get any flat attack stats that you get from your feather or nothing. Does not boost his base attack at all. It's actually going to be this white number next to your attack. So my base attack is 662. That green number on the right doesn't actually help me. Doesn't get scaled in when it comes to his ult. But yeah, for best 5-star weapons, it's going to be the Aquila or the Skyward Blade. For 4-star weapons, you can run the Festing Desire or the Prototype Rancor. Right here. Those are your best 4-star options. Everything else, you don't really need to use. I mean, the Favonius is okay. High Refinement is good. Lion's Roar, I mean, to be honest, half this stuff doesn't really matter. You really want to run them with a high base attack weapon, and if it has a substat energy recharge, that's perfectly fine. Most of you guys should have a Prototype Rancor, though, so... And this is also another free-to-play weapon. For artifacts, it's going to be the 4-piece Noblesse, and that's always just what you're going to have to be running on them. It's always going to still be the best in slot until they come out with another artifact set that's better than this. The reason behind it is because you get a 20% attack buff for 12 seconds, and his ult already gives you a buff, so this stacks on top of that. For what you want to really run him, you're going to build him, you have to give him an ER Sands. That's definitely, you need to have that. For his goblet, you can run HP if you want him better heals. That's what I do, but you can also run him with Pyro Damage Cup if you want him to do more damage. And for your circlet, it could also be crit rate if you wanted to for more damage, or crit damage if you have had crit rate. For me, I do healing bonus because I want him to be healing. You actually don't really need the HP or the healing bonus cup circlet because you actually do get more than enough. I just like the extra stuff to be topped off all the time. Yeah, that's pretty much it for when it comes to his artifact stats and things like that. You are going to be looking for a lot of energy recharge, so that's what you're going to be prioritizing. Everything else, like if you are building him as a sort of a DPS kind of, you want him to do some sort of damage, then you will be looking for crit rate and crit damage. He is a very easy character to build. Like he can be low invested and still give you tons of value. You can actually, if you wanted to, run him on a 4-piece Noblesse with literally trash artifacts, and he still gets tons of value, even if you don't level him up. I did that for a while, and he worked perfectly fine for me. For constellations, yes, I know I have him C6. I caved. This is a while back. Unfortunately, I did C6 him. If we could take constellations back, I definitely would get rid of this because you no longer can use them with a good amount of characters in this game, especially physical DPSs, and even characters that have elements that can be overridden by Pyro. So, but yeah, for constellations wise, C1 is his best, just because you have no more HP restriction. This one, I mean, it's okay. More energy recharge, passion overload upgrade. This is okay as well. None of the rest of the constellations don't really matter except this one. C5 is really good as well because it upgrades your ult, and a few extra levels in your ult is really strong since that's the best thing he has pretty much. So yeah, if you can try and go for C1 and C5. All right, for talents, it's just everything into Fantastic Voyage. Everything else, don't even touch it. You really don't need to upgrade this or this. Just go Fantastic Voyage all the way. His passive talent, you get a 20% cooldown for your passion overload, so you can spam that more while your ult's up, so that's really good. And this one also reduces his cooldown for passion overload when his ult's up. So this is just a passive, like constant 20% cooldown reduction. And then this one, your ult, it's a 50% cooldown reduction for your passion overload. And this one is okay. Yeah, so what you're gonna be doing, like I'm sure you've all seen, not that crazy. You hit R2, get the orbs or the particles, and then just keep doing that.
Let's light it up.
Get the particles, swap to somebody else, do some damage, swap back to him, do it again. Once you get his ult, you pop ult, and then you go to your carry, and then you just sit in the ult and do damage. Pretty much, because he gives it a huge attack buff. I'm not going to be doing like a crazy showcase and showing him off because I think it's pretty straightforward. I'll just show off how much of an attack boost he gives. Literally any team in the game, he can go into any team in the game pretty much. Except if you have him C6, then that's where you can't really run him on every single team. One character he doesn't work well with is Hu Tao, so that's unfortunate because he would definitely make her even stronger. But since she's with HP restrictions, he doesn't work together because he heals so much. For physical DPSs, obviously you can't run him with their C6. But yeah, if you don't have him C6, then you don't have to worry about this. If he's C5, then again, every single, even just C1, you can run him with literally any team in the game. This team here, really well. This team, especially well, because Zhao having high attack makes him really, really strong. So, yeah, he can also help certain characters in this game snapshot their bursts, especially Shang Ling. If you don't already know this, when you pop your Bennett burst and Shang Ling pops her ult, it actually snapshots, and what that means is she takes in the attack buff from Bennett and with her burst, and when she leaves Bennett's burst, she'll still have the attack buff for the rest of duration of her ult. The same thing with Beta's burst, it also snapshots. For other characters, I don't think Xingqiu's burst snapshots. I think you have to be in it, but I'm not entirely sure. The same, Raiden's burst doesn't snapshot as well, unfortunately. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do a quick little showcase, kind of what kind of damage you can be doing with him. Nothing crazy. So we're just gonna try it on the Cryo Regifine. Quickly go over here. So this is just gonna be with Bennett and Zhao. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything.
Why do they never miss?
Aquila there saves me for some HP, so.
Let's light it up.
Okay.
Boring, useless.
Alright, well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this off in time, so let me try this again. Now that we have the burst up, teleport away, come back, and I will do that again. Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, we messed up there, and I forgot I didn't have Zhao's burst up, so I actually had to farm it there. Alright. This is just gonna be Bennett and Zhao, and we're gonna quickly showcase these two and how well they work together.
Let's light it up.
Okay, so second time I still can't dodge it.
Everybody stand back.
Disappear.
If you want to see 2,700 attack, if you remember before, I had 1,700. So just these two combined, he gets an extra 1,000 attack, which is crazy. And that's even with the level 7, the Aquila. So imagine if I 90'd it even more. The base attack would be way higher, and he'd be buffing him so much more. Maybe, I think I could get to even 3,000 attack. But yeah, we'll quickly show this off here.
Prepare to die!
You see Bennett with
Worthless!
buffing my Zhao.
Worthless!
He's hitting 30 saves.
Here!
And that easily takes care of it. So now the buff's gone, and he's at 17. But yeah, that's pretty much takes care of the Bennett showcase, covering everything you need to know about him. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing some future guides, like always. I don't know what my next character will be. Maybe Zhongli. I'm not sure. But anyways, see you guys.